Hold up.
Aren't you on my YouTube on PC?
Now look up. Look up.
Aren't you on my YouTube on PC?
I'm on your YouTube on your PC, but you gotta look up at the cam. There you go.
I'm flipping it off, motherfucker.
Oh, well, this ain't it then. What the hell is this? That ain't it.
So, click your back button.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I click my back. Podcast with Quirky, Renegade, tune in, chime in, life stories, 4 views.
Same, no. Look to the one that says live.
Oh, live.
So refresh the page when you get to my channel. Oh, farted like a motherfucker right now, y'all.
Okay, I see it now.
Farted like a motherfucker right now, y'all.
Did you hear that?
There we go.
Oh my God, I can hear my voice.
Holy shit, the podcast is gonna work.
Oh my God.
Did you hear that? There we go.
Oh my God, I can hear my voice.
Holy shit, the podcast is gonna work. Alright, so turn that shit all the way down. Turn your computer all the way down now.
I will.
Like really quickly, because everything's clashing together.
There we go.
Thank you. Mute your phone. Mute your phone. Alright, cool, because I got it muted. Alright, cool.
Okay.
So what's up, everybody? Sorry for the middle fingers. Sorry for the whole me farting and, blowing crop dust all over the God's green creation. I do apologize. I had to. Let me tell y'all something, man. I want every single one of y'all that either comes here live or comes here later to respect the fact that we're doing this, because my brother Quirky Renegade and I have spent the last 2 fucking hours trying to get his vocals to come through on fucking YouTube. Like, you all have no clue how fucking hard that was, okay? Like, it was like walking a fucking zebra and a monkey and a chimpanzee, which the monkeys aren't the same as chimpanzees. They're a little smarter, but the chimpanzees are a little smarter, I should say. But it was more like walking a fucking pretty much a shark through. You know what? Let me be honest. It was like watching paint dry. It was that fucking boring.
Jesus Christ! Really, you're gonna go out there?
After 3 or 4 restarts on his shit, we got it working. But hey, again, he is new to the whole console thing, and he's coming from PC and everything. Man, I ain't even got my fucking Jason head on. See, I wasn't prepared. What the fuck? All right, hold on, y'all. Blur this out. Blur all this out right now. Like, all this, blur it out, guys. Blur it all out. Hold on, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Alright, hold on. Oh, get back.
I'm back now. No, I'm playing. But no, for real, man, this is going to be a podcast of fortune. This is going to be a podcast of the future. This is going to be also a Democrat/Republican. We're getting close to the primary election and the actual election and everything, whether we go blue or whether we go red. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything here today. But the main thing that we're going to touch base on, and it's understood that my brother Rocky here, his name is Rocky, by the way. He had came across a female who he was with for the last 8 years, and which is cool and all. But she ended up cheating on him while he was at work, doing his thing, trying to make ends meet. And, he pretty much gave his entire worth and his heart to this woman, just to pretty much in the end get shit on. And there's a lot of background noise, Rock, that's coming through the stream too. Just so you know.
What kind of a whatever
it sounds
noise.
like you opened the door, closed the door, you're going through fucking metal and all kinds of shit.
Well, okay, well that's because I got my mic all the way up.
Oh, well. Okay, well, you can't just, like, sit down and be introduced, or what? You can't just,
okay.
sit down and stay still? No, I'm playing. That's my goddamn brother, man. We pick on each other all the time, you know. I want y'all to know. Also, he also has a very good YouTube channel. What is your YouTube channel, bro?
I couldn't tell you. I think it's
He
just
is
my
no fucking
first and
help, I
last.
swear to God.
Hey,
I'm trying to
it's
promote
my
it in his
first and
channel,
last
and guess
name.
what? He's like, well, I'm not sure what it is. You know, it could be my left pube done bitched out the right pube, and they had like a little pubicle war and made all kinds of other little pubicles. How's that sound, you know? No, I'm kidding. Pubicles is my wife's word. She
I
loves the
know
word
you
pubicle.
was.
But no, seriously, his name is Rocky Lemon, spelled ROCXY.
Yep. There you go. Nailed it.
LEMMON, kind of like lemon, but with another M.
That's
but
correct.
If you call him fucking lemon, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna fly to your house, kicking your fucking nuts. It's lemon, not lemon. It's more or less French, I guess, of lemon. Like, let me get a lemon on my tea, please. You know, something like that.
And I've got 99 subscribers. I need 1,000.
You know what he just said? He got 99 problems.
To live.
He got 99
yeah,
problems,
I got 99
but a bitch
problems.
ain't one. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because a bitch ain't one, bro. Like, you know, back to what I was saying, you know, now that he's actually calmed down. You know, this man was with a chick now for, I think, like 8, damn near 9 years or whatnot. You know, dedicated his entire life, his passion for, you know, working, and you know, this is why he stays single. A lot of people's like, oh, you're just fucking gay. No, he's not. You know, the thing is that he spends all of his time working. He feels like it would be unfair, technically, to go ahead and get with a female and try, because he don't have enough time to do so, to be honest. Well, with the way he works and shit, you know, it's really hard. I mean, he wants one, real talk, you know, deep down, but he more or less feels like it's 100% unfair to actually try to devote to and commit to what an actual relationship is supposed to be like, because he don't have the time of the day to do anything. He's got enough time to make him something to eat, take a shit, take a piss, go to sleep, do it all again the next day type stuff. You know, he really don't have a whole lot of time. But mainly what we're going to talk about today is this, though. You know, this is my goddamn brother, man. Mainly what we're going to talk about today is, first of all, this ain't going to be a single-sided one versus the other sexist fucking stream, okay? We're gonna dog on the dudes. We're gonna dog on the chicks. That's the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
So, you know, chicks are, you know, a female dog, bitches. Okay, that's the way it is. They're bitches.
Yep. And the guys are the I don't know what you want to call it, us. What's the name for the male dogs?
The alpha male. No, I'm kidding. The fucking, I mean,
no. You're right. That
sure,
is right. Alpha males.
Right. You know, because let's go real quick, real talk, Rock, back all the way back to the biblical days. You know, the woman was made from a part of the man's rib. That's why a man has one less rib than women, because that's how God created woman.
Well, yeah, supposedly that's there's some truth to that.
Like I said,
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Truth. Well, that's actually true, to be honest. So let's talk about first. We have the primary election coming up on the 5th. Okay, we are 5 days away from the blue or the red taking over. What is your input on, let's talk about your input on Joe Biden real quick. So let me ask you a couple questions, and I'm going to give you time to answer, okay? I'm going to give you plenty of time to answer these. I'm not going to be a douche like last time that I already deleted the video when I kept talking. So I was already there. Let's see where this goes. All right, so here's what we're going to do, okay? Because I'm actually feeling good, you know. I didn't have to put a cat down today, and I've had time to grieve over one of my trainers that had passed. My last trainer, actually, both of my trainers from wrestling has passed away now. God rest their souls. Tracy Smothers, great fucking guy, guys. Y'all should actually check him out on YouTube and everything he's done. He's actually got a Wikipedia also. You can go to his Wikipedia, see everywhere he's been, what he's done. But that ain't what this is about. This is about the 5-day primary election coming up for all of us Americans to have a say-so in who the hell runs our country. Myself, and this is where it gets interesting, y'all. Myself, I have voted Joseph Biden Jr. And there's a reason for that. And I'll get to my reasoning as soon as, I'm gonna let my dude Rock talk real quick. And let me ask question number 1. I know who he voted for, but I'm not gonna say that because it's not my liberty. But question number 1, Rocky. Listen. Hello, Rocky.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Question number 1. Who do you think would be better, other than just their attitude, would run the country better? Would it be Joseph Biden or Donald J. Trump?
What if I told you it didn't really matter?
Well, okay. We're doing the whole one of the two, not the. Either way, we got two assholes to vote for. You understand that? Either way, our country is just fucked. Regardless,
it
coming
is.
up.
It is. It is.
Right, but we're not going to talk about that though. So you put a vote in, okay? You put a vote in to someone, and give me a little reasoning on other than he's an asshole, why you decided to go that way, bro. And then I'll chime in with the whole other shit and whoopty whoop whoop. So go ahead, Bubba.
Well, I like the fact that we have a president, as of right now, that's bold.
And he can't be bought.
He's, no, he can't be bought. But listen, he's got a beautiful wife. Not
Yes,
saying
sir.
that, I haven't even seen Biden's wife. But he leads wherever he goes. And that's pretty much how a man needs to be, and that's why I voted for that man.
A man of power.
That ain't, yes, a man of power. It's
right.
Not just that, not because he just leads his wife, and that he's rich, he's got money. That ain't why. It's just how he presents himself to the nation, to our country. I like that. Now with Biden, it's almost like he would be like me. I can't lead a nation. I can't. God's honest truth.
So what you're saying real quick is Biden would be just like how you actually are.
Yes,
as
like
a
me.
person, right?
Yes.
Okay,
it's like, like when I talk to certain people, depending on who they are, and if there's a bunch of people, if I'm nervous or if I'm upset or like, just I can't think.
You're too kind. You're too caring. You can't think
No,
straight.
it's just. Yeah, I can't. My mind is a fog. It's like I'm all over the place. ADHD.
So it's kind
That's
of
what
like you got a numb brain when you're trying to, you know what you want to say, but the words just don't come to you.
They don't. Nope. Not till later.
Okay, fair enough. All right, next question. So do you think that the Democratic Party should run for example, the state of Indiana? Because the state of Indiana right now is ran by a Republican governor who has done nothing at all to even care about this coronavirus. The state of Kentucky, who is ran by a Democratic, and this is just an example, guys. ran by a Democratic governor, is starting to say, you know what, we're having too much of a surge in cases. We need to start rolling back to stage 3 and 2 before we continue on with stage 5 and 6 and so on and forthcoming. But the Indiana...
Well, listen. Here we go. Everybody needs to know a government works in mysterious ways. A government will scare their people. And fear moves people. Fear will move people
right
into a certain state of mind. And they chose the perfect opportunity, the perfect. There's an old saying, and a lot of people would know this. Okay, our government will create a problem, and then they will, after they create the problem, they will wait for the public to react. And when they react, the public says what they need done, which is after the problem reacts, so they got to come up with a solution. So the government's going to come up with a solution, which is the solution of the problem that the government created.
Right. So what do you think about, like...
So in other words, well, what I am trying to say is that 9/11 was an inside job.
100% agree.
There's a big conspiracy with that.
YouTube, I'm gonna let you know now. I'm a Democrat, okay? And my dude Rocky is what I want to call a independent, because he right now don't give a fuck about who the fuck to vote for. He's only gonna vote. Why? Because he wants his fucking vote to be counted. You know, as an American citizen, he's gonna vote. So that's why he does that. But, you know, there was one thing I wanted to correct you on real quick. Not even correct, just something to actually comment on.
Add to it,
Joe Biden had said on his last presidential debate, his last two actually, you know, that President Donald Trump didn't want to tell the American people the way that the coronavirus was happening because he didn't want us to panic. In reality, we didn't panic. Trump panicked.
Man, listen, stop. Just, okay, think about this. We had 9/11. We had these Twin Towers come down. They fell down. There was panic. There was pandemonium. Everybody went haywire. The whole nation went nuts. And it was basically this COVID-19, okay? Think of the whole 9/11 as a COVID-19. Here we are again, another pandemonium, another pandemic. Oh, there's a virus. There's always a big thing, a big something.
Like in 2009, the swine flu, H1N1.
Hey, no. This is, I compare COVID-19 to 9/11. I compare it exactly to that because. Okay. There comes this out, and now they're going to want to pass bills to take more of our rights away. More of our rights away.
That's right.
If you don't know, yes, if you don't know the Patriot Act, look it up. Look what rights have been taken away from us through that because of 9/11, through terrorism.
I'll give you one right now: the freedom of speech.
Well, that's being attacked right now. Twitter. Look at Twitter. Look at Facebook. Look at YouTube. Look what all these corporations. They are corporations, and they're all working for the government, the CIA, the NSA.
This is all
maybe the FBI, all the alphabets of the alphabet letters.
Real quick disclaimer for my YouTube channel only, and I want this only. These are our own views and opinions. Nothing has been fact checked. Nothing has honestly been, set in stone or copyrighted. This is only views and opinions. On any and everything that we talk about. I own no rights to any kind of music heard in the background, nor does my co-host. We own nothing but our own freedom of speech and our own intellectual attitude. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine.
I had to put that disclaimer in there, man. I didn't want some shows
No.
plugged
You
in
got it.
already.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered that. I'm glad you remember that. I don't want you to
I
get
almost
like
forgot.
marked or nothing.
I almost fucking forgot. So, and this is the thing, guys, man. Like I said, this is my brother, dude. Like, we pick on each other, man, but we love each other a lot. This guy's helped me through some of the hardest times. Even though I swear to God he's Jewish sometimes. Like, if that motherfucker's got a dollar bill in his pocket, that motherfucker will sit there and collect dust. He'll be like, let me put that $1 real quick in my goddamn safe, and never touch it for like 30 fucking years, and it's gonna be worth more than that $1 whenever it's time to be recirculated. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here, right? But no, seriously though, and back to what I was saying though, that's what Joe Biden said. Joe Biden had said Donald Trump did not tell everybody about COVID-19, and it's weird because we didn't know about it until 2020, but it's called COVID-19. Not COVID-20.
But you know what?
Because it was
Listen
already
to
here in
this.
2019. They found that out.
It was. Yes. It was
That's
way
why.
back here in January. Way back. You remember? Hey, listen. This is a prime example. Do you remember when all those vaping pens and the vape
Like the
companies
Juuls.
were being?
The Juuls,
Yes,
number
the
one.
Juuls were being blamed.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have something come out and say, okay, well, there's young kids getting their lungs blown up, and they're having to have lung transplants.
Hold on, you're talking about like the big mods too that actually fucking exploded in your face, right? Like the fucking
yeah,
like,
the
square
batteries.
boxes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the batteries and stuff. Well, that's where all this is going. They needed a reason to blame it, and they was trying to cover the stuff. I'm not saying that this COVID-19 was like real, but I'm just saying that I find it ironic that they wanted to blame it on the Juuls, the vape pens, and now all of a sudden there's a virus, so they gotta include that in the lungs. It's just like,
right.
when does it ever end?
I mean, see, here's the thing though. Like, we already know that this virus is real. It has killed people in long down the line.
No. I have not seen it kill anybody in my family. I have not seen any of my friends die from it.
Can I finish real quick?
Yes, you can. I'm sorry.
So, no, you're fine, Bubba. You're fine. Hell, I did the same thing to you, and you got pissed off, hung up on me. But guess what? I'm going to keep asking. Can I finish real quick? And then you're just going to let me finish.
I say sorry.
You did. You did. I didn't. I ain't going to lie. Like, it disconnected, and I'm like, you know what? I was on a 2-day drinking bender. Fuck that shit. I was out. And I had to talk my brother Rocky into actually coming back on and doing this, guys. Like, we're trying to bring you something that's solid gold.
Yep.
We're trying to bring you something that is information that the achievement, and I'm going to use my words lightly, the achievement don't want people to know. But at the same time, we have to kind of like trip around a little bit because, the SA has always got an ear in there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to not say the nuclear SA, mind you, or the anonymous SA, or the N OPQRSTVWXYZ. It's not
the
listening,
alphabet.
you know what I'm saying? So, that being said, even if the NSA is listening, man, or anything of that nature, man, these are all, again, opinions. As an American citizen, we all have the right to our own opinion. That's also another Patriot Act that's getting attacked. Okay? So, that being said, we're going to continue to express our opinions, whether you like it or not. And so back what I was trying to say, real quick, I gotta keep doing these disclaimers. Like, I'm glad that, see, back in the day when I used to do this, Rock, like the disclaimers was hit right behind each other, but it's been so long since I've done actual, like, I'm used to gaming now. So the last time that I've actually did any kind of talking, blah, 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 whatever, and shit that I had to say to make it 100% legit was, not really a big thing in video games, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, hey, I don't know the right to the music. we're playing video games, you know what I'm saying? Or, hey, this is an 18-plus stream, and we're playing video games because you're worse than they're saying fuck, shit, damn, pussy, cunt, and all that shit. But, back to what I was saying, like, I've had people in my family actually, and I'm putting this in air quotes, die of COVID-19, but see, these family members were also cancer survivors. They had aka underlying conditions.
Yep, there you go.
And
And
then I see all these reports of people I know that personally that tell me things that work in the medical field that they are being paid to say that they died via COVID-19. And that pisses me off more than anything when a coroner can be like, yeah, they got COVID-19. But did you actually look into it? Did you actually look into the reason why they died? They could have had maybe a collapsed lung, upper respiratory infection, respiratory issues, something with the respiratory system, or maybe even a little hint of pneumonia. But you still underline COVID-19, and that pisses me off.
Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you. Do you know why hospitals are being told to do this?
It's called the hospital bailout pay. It's a hospital bailout because they're so much in debt because nobody pays their hospital bills.
Well, no. It's not. That might be why. Yes. That might be why. No, I don't know about that.
Like I said, I know plenty of people that work up here at Clark Memorial Hospital, and
all I know is insurance companies pay hospital bills. Okay, insurance are covering hospitals.
What about the people that go in for emergencies that have this, and they have to be admitted that don't have insurance? That's called the hospital bailout bill. That's actually a thing. Google it. It's called a hospital bailout to try to bail them out of debt.
I'm not saying that ain't true, but all I know is that no, stop. All I know is that these COVID patients that are being diagnosed on their death certificates as COVID, every hospital that diagnoses as a COVID patient is being paid anywhere from,
wasn't it $60,000 to $120,000 per diagnosis?
No, that's not it.
Then let's not throw numbers around on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to look in my head here.
The numbers are substantially high. We'll just say that.
They are. Yes.
So
I'll go with that.
Let's say I died in the hospital due to an infected fucking toe, and they're gonna say COVID-19.
Well, the hospital did a ton of money.
The hospital got paid for saying, yes, he died of COVID-19, we're going to jack that number up. And there's people that I personally know who has lost loved ones, and, any of y'all see this, I really do send my condolences to the family and everything, died of COVID-19, but y'all really need to look into the actual issue as to how your loved one actually passed away. Like, how was their health before COVID-19 actually attacked? How was supposedly attacked, mind you? I'm not saying it's fake.
Hey, Bradshaw, haven't you noticed?
I'm more afraid of the flu than I am this bullshit virus.
Haven't you noticed on the media, now that this virus is coming out, this is what people need to pay attention to, and I paid attention to it.
Oh, I pay attention.
Where did all these school shootings go? Where did all these shootings of over at Las Vegas and the hotels?
Let me call that. Let me call that real quick. I'm gonna call that right now. I'm gonna call that whole school shooting thing. They took people out of schools with the whole COVID-19 scare, and that's in parentheses again, air quotes, guys. Think about that. What Rocky just said. Where did all these school shootings go? We're gonna pull them out of schools.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull everybody out of school. We're gonna do e-learning. We're gonna try to save lives. Okay. It's all about government control over what
There
you
it
do
is.
and what you
Yep,
say.
yep.
It's the government control. 2 words, guys. That's all it is. That's all it's ever gonna be. If you take a $20 bill and you fold it a certain way and you turn it upside down, you're gonna see fucking you're gonna see Jackson wearing a fucking mask, and it's a $20 bill. 2020. I shit you not. Somebody give me a $20 bill for fuck's sakes, and I'll do it right now on stream. You fold it just like you could back in the day whenever the Twin Towers was supposedly hit by airplanes, because the $20 bill was folded into an airplane. You see the Twin Towers if you turned it over and you looked at it, and you seen the smoke rising from it. The American $20 bill, guys, is what's plotting the fucking, and it's, I don't know why it's only a 20, but whatever. I guess because we're in the 20s of the years, so, you know, they're going to be able to do that till the 21s, I guess. But, you know, it really pisses me off to, I hear you, Rock. Give me 1 second if you don't mind, if you're okay with that.
You're fine, go ahead. No, I don't mind.
It really pisses me off because I have 3 uncles in the Pentagon right now that know what's going on, but they don't want to tell the family. They can't. I have 2 cousins in the White House, and there is no reason as to why us as the American people, if we really fucking mattered, should be living in a world of what's tomorrow gonna bring. We should know exactly what's going on, exactly what's supposed to happen. And it pisses me off to no end to just not even fucking know that, because they don't want us to, air quotes, panic. I'm sorry, but I'm the kind of guy that goes to the damn grocery store and buys 1 fucking pack of toilet paper. Guess what? During this plandemic, not pandemic, plandemic, via the government, I had to go without shit paper. Why? Because everyone was panicking. They were rapidly buying. They were trying to scalpel. They were trying to go and buy X amount of shit and sell them on fucking eBay and Amazon for hell of a lot higher prices. You know, just the same hand sanitizer. I mean, maybe I want a little squirt here or there every once a week. You know, like, I couldn't even fucking get that. You know why? They were limited to 1 per person. That's fucking sad, guys. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You're sitting there taking the fucking toilet paper. You're taking all the baby formula. You're taking all the fucking baby wipes and shit. What about the other babies and shit around the world? What about the other babies that need that shit? You'd be fucking ashamed of yourself, America. We have lost our backbone, and thank God for Donald Trump for giving us the right to speak our fucking mind and to be and I ain't voting Trump, I'm voting Biden, but regardless, thank God for Donald Trump for having this only 4 years he's gonna have to at least give us somewhat of a say-so back. You know, I'm sitting there thinking very seriously about, you know, my vote, and, you know, I told my brother I already voted, but I haven't yet, because I didn't want him to fog my mind with things that could have been. But I'm starting to see it. When the Democrats and Barack Obama ran this country along with Bill Clinton and George W. Bush Sr., Democrats, mind you, they were, my bad, not George W. Bush Sr., Nixon. They really fucked our country pretty fucking hard. You know what Barack Obama's bailout was to try to get him that next 4-year term? Was free cell phones. It's called the Obama phone and Obamacare, which was one of the biggest disasters to ever hit our country. I personally feel like we should all have free health care. This is why I vote Joe Biden. I personally feel like we should all have free health care, including people in the work industry who make less than a certain amount of motherfucking money. I feel like we should be like Canada and be able to go to the doctor and not worry about that bill hanging over our head if we just damn near lost a loved one that they had to save. I believe in that, and I stand behind that. I also stand behind all the jobs that's able to be provoked and prevailed. I also stand behind the lower income class families. You know why? Because I am and was one. They had to live off bologna and hot dogs. Maybe that, and that was a given. Had to live off ramen noodles. That was a given. That was a good meal, hot dogs and bologna, for a certain amount of income class people. I feel like the rich and the people who make $140,000 a year should be taxed at 10%. because hardly anybody that you ever know makes that. And I also feel like people who are in desperate need of medications should be able to get them at little to no cost to them, because they can't help that they have fallen terminally ill to some kind of illness. That's why I vote Joe Biden. I'm doing it for the greater good of our country. I'm doing it for the greater good, meaning that everybody that needs health care is going to get health care. The right health care, and free to no charge if you make under $140,000 a year. Anybody who makes more than that's going to be taxed at damn near 10%. Mortgages for people who are paying and rent to own their houses under Joe Biden care is going to lower by 6%. People who live in poverty, just like myself, who live paycheck to paycheck and ain't able to put no money in there, child support is going to be dropped. Child support's going to be reformed as well.
Dude, let me tell you something.
That's something I respect. Go ahead, Rock. Been waiting on you for a hot minute, Mr. Texty. I told you, 100% participation in this motherfucking shit. No, I'm playing. No, for real, though. 100% participation in the chat. He's like, who the fuck are you to talk to me like that? No, I'm playing. Go ahead, Bo.
The media is going to tell you what... The media is going to tell everybody a narrative,
right,
on the opposite of what they want the people to hear. So it's going to benefit the other side,
the other party,
every time. Yes, that's right. You
right.
That's right.
See,
you corrected me.
I read the entire platform of Joseph P. Biden. I've read the entire platform, all 79 pages of what the fuck he's gonna do, because on page 63
well, wait a minute. Well, listen. Our country is going to a socialist nation. They want everybody to be equally treated, equally right. That's why everybody is
right.
Like the women and the men are... It's equality. They want equality. But listen.
Every state should be a Commonwealth state, just like the state of Kentucky.
Wait a minute. Listen to me. Do your research.
I have.
Those people out there, do your research. If everybody has everything, nobody will have nothing, and I promise you that. Because there are countries out there that have grocery stores, and those grocery stores don't have nothing but ketchup bottles, full ketchup bottles. They have no food. They don't have no bread. They have no watermelons. They have no macaroni and cheese. They have no canned foods. You want to know why? Because the government interfered in that and gave the people money to go out and buy everything, and now there is not enough food or water or I don't want to say water, but liquids out there for everybody, because they bought everything. So if everybody goes out and buys everything, there's going to be food shortages. There's going to be famine.
There's going to be another potato famine back in oh goddamn, when was that? That was a fuck time ago. Hell, way before my time. There was a potato famine here in the United States. I think it was, I'm not really a history buff or anything like that, but what he's trying to say is if everybody gets what they want, there's not going to be the want for anything. And there's not going to be the manufacturing for that said want, because it's all supply and demand, guys. If there's no demand for it, there's not going to be a supply.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, that's what he's trying to get at, and at the same time, it's more or less like, you know, you can't rob Peter to pay Paul, Mary, and Susan, and that's the way it's going to be.
Right.
You know, you can't just rob one person of whatever the fuck they got to pay 3 and 4 other parties.
But I feel
like this though, and you know, Rock, you're probably going to agree with me on this. Let me go back to the house real quick in the back to the Democrats and the Republicans, just real quick, if you don't mind. There is a
I'll tell you
term
what.
on presidency. There should be a term in the fucking Senate. There should be no reason why a Senate can sit there for 36 plus years and not be termed and have a term on them when the president can't be.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's the problem. Is like they can stay.
We need to pack the house with the right people.
Listen. Look at Biden. He's been in there for freaking 40-something years, probably.
No,
50. Who knows?
Biden only had to say so for 8 years. See, that's what people don't get. He's been in politics for 47 years.
Dude, Biden. I know Biden. Every time even when the Clinton was in, I've heard Biden. But that's the thing. We got these people that are, and they ain't no good. They're wanting to treat us as slaves. They're wanting to overwork the population, work more and more, get more out of you as every bit they can, pass those laws to make more taxes off of you, pay in more taxes. They steal the wealth. They spread out the wealth through the corporations. They give off these big bankers, the bailout bonds and stuff to these big corporations and banks. They make sure they're all taken care of. And that's what they do. When there's a big pandemic, they spread out the wealth. They spread out the wealth to all the corporations, these companies, the banks, everything that needs to be taken care of.
Yep.
And then guess where that money comes from? It comes from the little people. It comes from people like me and you. Yes, the taxpayers. That's why they create a big pandemic. They create a big 9/11.
I'm going to stop you just for 1 second. Quit saying pandemic when you know damn well it was a plan-demic.
It was a pandemic. It was all staged.
Now continue,
it was a false flag. That's what they used to do back in the old days. They created a false flag, and then they staged something.
Every single one of you guys listening, or that's going to listen to this right now, I'm only 32 years old. My brother is 36. I think 37 now. He might be 37.
37, yes. 37, yes.
Listen to your baby boomers, bro. Listen to the people, the old guys who has been to war, who has been... Listen to your veterans.
We haven't been to war. We have not been to war. You got to make sure you put that out there. I am not affiliated with the military at all.
No, I'm talking about like World War II, and if they're still alive, and the older Okay, let me put it to you this way: the old people, 55 plus. Listen to them. Listen to your grandparents, guys. Let them tell you the way that the shit used to be. And now, off stream, mind you, Rock and I had a conversation that was, now it takes two people to not just tango, but it takes the man and the woman now to work. It used to be able to be a one-sided thing to where the male could go to work and the woman stay home with the kid and all that good shit, and y'all be okay. But, now it's taking both fucking parties to work, man, and it's just horrible, man. Like, it's really hard to discuss certain things, man, and and again, this is myself being Democrat, voting Joe Biden versus my brother voted Donald Trump, and at the same time, this ain't no me versus him or anything like that. It's all about the government, man. Like, they want to just sit there and control any and everything that you do. They want to control any and everything that you say. They want to control the way that you live your life, such as if you wear a mask or not, such as if you agree with the mask mandates or not, like nationwide. It's horrible, guys. It's really horrible to know that, it's kind of a lapping stock. The United States of America is now kind of a lapping stock. And the reason why I say that we are a lapping stock here in the United States of America is, you don't see other countries bitching at each other over who the hell's going to run it. And if they do, it was not nowhere near like these last debates, man. We are now the laughing stock of the entire world. You know, we're being made fun of as Americans. We're being made fun of as people who stay here and live here. And, you know, we're being made fun of as human beings, man, and that's not right. We never once deserved that. We never once went to argue with the other. Like I said, I'm voting Joe Biden. My brother voted Donald Trump. I'll be honest and tell you, and we still get along perfectly fine. It ain't got to come down to a
Yes, we do. Yep.
It ain't got to come down. It ain't got to come down to an argument or a fucking punch you in the fucking. I mean, there may be a few agree to disagree moments, but there ain't gonna be no me going to his house or him showing up at mine trying to whoop my ass or nothing. And that's what this presidential debate did, though. We are now as Americans, and I'll say it again, we are now as American citizens the laughing stock of the entire world. We're supposed to be the strongest, most delegate country in the world. We're supposed to be the one country no one wants to fuck with. We're also supposed to be one nation under God, and they need to put that shit back in schools too. Because I did that shit from the time that I was in first grade all the way up till the time I was able to graduate.
Hey, can you remember coming into class, into school, in the morning times? I can remember coming into my class, sitting down in my chair at my desk, and then everybody got settled. Wait a minute, got settled in, yes. Mm-hmm. And they had a flag.
You just got comfortable, right? You just got comfortable. You're like, fuck, I gotta stand back up.
Got comfortable. Yeah. Now we gotta stand back up and then pledge the allegiance. Hey, but listen, not many people know this, but when you pledge an allegiance, you're pledging, you're giving yourself an allegiance. Do you know, like, you Google what an allegiance is? You are giving yourself to someone, which, by the way, is to the state. No.
When it boils down, you're giving yourself to the state, but at the same time to your country, the United States.
You're supposed to give it to the country. But where do you think CPS comes in? Child Protection Service. Why do you think
they need to? They need to.
No, why do you think there are so many issues right now where, like, okay, for instance, we're having contact tracing because of COVID-19. So they're wanting to trace everybody.
That's called skip tracing, but I know what you mean.
But they're wanting to impede on families because they know their kids are hanging out with other children of their neighbors and possibly could be infected. So the state is being involved in on that too.
Right. But
and
that
parents
has
are
nothing
it doesn't matter. Hey, you probably don't even know this. Those tests that they are running to test for COVID, like those little things that you stick up your nose to check you, those tests were not supposed to be used by a doctor.
No, they weren't. That's right. And what the fuck is his name that's on the Senate? Steve. God damn it. It ain't Palmer. Anyways, there's I'm sorry for my intellect or whatever, but let me ask my brother a question real quick. All right, Rock. So, are you opposed to doing the Pledge of Allegiance? Do you think the Pledge of Allegiance
No.
Hold on, let's hear me out. Do you think the pledge should still be utilized and used in schools today? Because if you give yourself to the country, which is pledging the allegiance, right? Because, you have to do that because, and here's why, the draft. Every male has to sign up by the age of they're 18 if they ever start the draft back up. I did. I know you did. And we're willing to fight and die for our fucking country, but the way it is now, I'm ashamed of our fucking country. I'm ashamed.
Nobody would fight. Nobody would fight for our country.
Nobody would want to come up there and fight right now. They're gonna be like, bro, like we're getting laughed at, dog. Like we're supposed to be the most powerful fucking force in the world, and yeah, it's pretty bad.
Well, listen.
But I will stand up right now. I'm gonna do the. Hold on, let me do the Pledge of Allegiance real quick. I'm gonna stand up right now and do the Pledge of Allegiance. All right. I'm gonna stand up and do the pledge because I do pledge the allegiance to our country and for our fallen soldiers and our veterans. As my dad being a veteran. Okay? This is my right hand, y'all. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Rock, are you gonna chime in on this?
Dude, do you know how long I've been out of school?
Oh, so you forgot the Pledge of Allegiance. Just say you forgot it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute every single one of you guys who fought for our country. I salute every single one of you guys that are a veteran. And I also salute every single one of you who are still fighting overseas who sees this video. Thank you for fighting. For my wife behind me to lay peacefully in her bed. For me to lay peacefully at night. Thank you. And I'm sorry the country became the way it is. I know you want to come home. I know you miss your family, especially coming up on the holidays. But always remember, you are a fighting soldier. Keep on keeping on. I don't know you, but I fucking love you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing what you do for our country. Amen. I'm going to take a moment to take a prayer too. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you today to ask for one thing and one thing only. For forgiveness for our soldiers. It's going to be more than one thing, but forgiveness for our soldiers and for them to be safe through this holiday season, who can't be home with their families, who want nothing more than peace, fortitude, and virtue. Please watch over them, lay your hand upon them, and make sure that your brothers and sisters of the United States are always and forever will be safe. Amen.
See, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, okay? You know, when you make that pledge, see, like, this is off Wikipedia, and I've already known about this. I've known about it for a long time. I even had a war veteran at Speedway tell me, he saw my sweatshirt, and it states that, you know, we Americans know our Second Amendment rights. We have the right to bear arms and stuff like that.
Which we do. Yeah.
But he said, yeah, we do. And he said, do you not understand? Do you not realize? He looked at me. He's like, hey, sir. You know, he got my attention. I looked back at him. He's like, he was a war veteran. I didn't know it. But he didn't tell me that till later. He said, do you understand what your shirt is saying? And I said, yes, I do. He's like, yeah, but it's got republic on it, or democracy or republic or something on it. I don't remember exactly what it's got on it right now. I'd find it and read it to you if I could, but I don't have it right now. But he said America was founded as on a republic, not a democracy, and that America is known as a democracy right now. It was actually founded as a republic.
Hold on,
that means a republic.
Listen to what he's saying. Democracy, Democrat, Republic,
yes.
Republicans. That's where we
right.
get our parties
that's
from.
Absolutely. Yes. And, if it gets deeper than that, you got the right and left paradigm, okay? Think of a triangle, like on the dollar bill, the pyramid. You cannot have a steady foundation without the left or the right to hold each other up, okay?
That's
when you get one, yes, and when, that's right, you're absolutely right.
See, I know a lot more than you think I do, right?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I know. Yep, you're right.
And you know,
You got, you got.
and this is why that we're not blood related, dude. But we're fucking blood brothers, whether you know it or not. Like, you know, I've known this man
Yeah.
for the last 15, I think years, damn near 15. No, not even 15. It might be close.
No,
to 15
long
now.
time, long time.
Long time. Fuck it. We're
But
just
you-
say long time. Long time.
But you gotta have a middle. You gotta have a middle
And
because
that's where the
if
Senate comes in
more
again. The middle.
yes, yes. You
So
got
if
that
we
middle.
pack the
Yes,
house
yes.
with all of the left or the right, we're going to have issues. That's why the left and the right is able to sit all together and have a vote.
But wait a minute. What you might know this, since you know this much, you know quite a bit.
I do.
At the pyramid, there's a hey. At the pyramid, there's a capstone that is separated. It ain't connected all the way on the pyramid at the top. That capstone
Yes, sir.
is supposed to be the "In God We Trust."
Yes, sir.
But it
That's why
don't
it's on
mean that.
every
It
single
don't
bit
mean
of our
that.
money. Look at the back of a $1 bill. There's a pyramid. You flip that motherfucker over. In God We Trust. It's all over that dollar bill. But it's also on the $1 bill who's got George Washington on it. And the reason why it's got George Washington on it with the pyramid, and it's also got the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati, but we're not going to talk about that.
Well, that's the capstone. That's the
exactly
capstone.
the capstone.
But
we're not
all
talk
I'm
about
trying to yes. Well, I know, but all I'm trying to say is, even if you take the pyramid
that's
and
for another podcast, right?
you draw if you draw a 6-pointed star around it, it's going to spell Mason around it. If every letter.
All the Masons, man, like, I'm down with the Masons, like, I really am, and, you know, that's something you didn't know about me, man, like, with all the Masons and shit, the third Masons and the fourth Masons and third degree Masons, like, I'm down with that. However, I'm not down with the Masons who decided to paint Disney and made it with nothing but dick and vagina jokes. So those are the Masons that piss me off.
Listen. Masons were gentlemen. We were the ones we were supposed to remember all of the old ancient material, the old, what's the old language? It's not Latin.
Pig Latin? I mean, I could call one right now, on the phone, if need be, and get him on the line and have him tune in. And well, I mean, I could call him just to ask for I could call him to ask for the language, though. Right.
Give me a sec.
I will.
I want to say Latin.
He's a very
Latin,
political motherfucker, dude. So I mean, I kind of want to at least get him into our channel so he can do some commenting. At least get somebody in here live to comment. No, I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm not gonna say we're talking about Mason.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck was it called? I'll say Latin. If I seen it, I'll know it. Are you still there?
I'm here, Bubba.
Okay, well, the language came from the Knights Templar. Back in the old days, when you had the Romans and the Knights Templars, or I call them Templars, but Knight Templar, they had a certain language in those days, and only a certain, usually it was the Knights Templar that knew the language. But I cannot think for the Christ's sakes what the daggone language was. And that cover that I got hung up in my living room, that's what that represents. A lot of people don't know this, but back in the Christian Crusader days, the Christian Crusaders were not Christian. I mean, they were, but they weren't as Christian as what we think they were. They killed a lot of people that shouldn't have been killed. There was a lot of, like the police today, and that's what a lot of people need to look at it like that, is that we have these police officers. You need to think of them as the Christian, kind of like the Christian Crusaders. They're I call them followers, law abiders. They follow the law instead of representing the law for the citizens. They are a gang. They are protected. They are protected by the federal government. God, what the heck was the Templars' language? I can't remember. God, that blows my mind. I could probably Google it.
All right, man. So you're talking about, like, you know, the Templar and you know, how everything else is / was. What about the? Can we go back to the whole?
Latin. It was Latin.
It was Latin. Okay, so that's what the Masons and everything else used to speak, was Latin.
Yes. That's supposed to be the oldest language, like, that nobody knows. Everybody knows English right now. Everybody knows English or Spanish or I don't know, Italian, German, Russian. I mean, there's all kinds. And see, that goes along also with the Tower of Babylon, where the people come together and started talking to one another, and they worked together to build this Tower of Babylon.
And
it was a tower that was so tall to reach the heavens, because they wanted to be bigger than God, and God seen what we as humans could be capable of, and he said, I can't have this.
Not every Mason, though.
No, hold up.
Some of the Masonries, that's kind of like, let me give you an example about the Masons, okay?
Well, no. Well, this gets biblical, is what I'm trying to say. Is so God decided, he said, I can't have this. So he spread everybody out across the world and said nobody's going to talk to one another. So he mixed our language up. But
Right.
with computers, cell phones, technology, now we can talk together. So now, here you go, again, with technology, is building this empire that they are doing through
Right.
technology. And with that, they're gonna build it, and it will happen. It will come.
Right, and it will, and it somewhat has, but it will. But at the same time, like, you know, can I speak for a moment, please?
Yes, thank you for saying please. That's true.
You know
Thank you.
what, dude? I will suck your dick later. No, I'm playing. Anyways, I guess
I love how
that's
you
my
just
brother.
said
That's
it.
my brother from another mother, man. I promise you. Like his mom and dad's cool as fuck. His dad used to actually be one of my bosses, but. All right, so here's the thing. Like, I get what you're saying about the Masons and the masonry and everything else, but back to what I was saying. There is Masons that are kind of like how our Amish is here. You got the Mennonites and you got the Amish, who live totally different, but they're always classified into one category: Amish as fuck. That's the thing. Like, we just had a comment. What'd that say?
You know what? You are right.
What
You
did
are
that
right.
comment say? Right? You're on the computer. I don't have access to comments right now, though.
Well, why don't you have? Okay.
I don't have a fucking computer, Dinky.
Okay, I know, Dinky. Wayne Claridge said we're not trying to take over the world. And then the same Wayne Claridge said, laugh out loud.
Oh yeah, because he's an actual Mason. Like, that's one of my homies I play the video game with.
Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to put that out there.
But I'm gonna put that out there. But I'm not gonna put his actual name out there. So it's okay. I'm not gonna put like anything else. But there's these Masons that there are some that's bad. But when you go to the temple / Templar and you do your thing, and it's kind of like how us we go to church, okay? It's kind of like how we go to church and whoopty whoop, but you can do the same thing at home, and it's kind of like that. But you can't put all Masons that are good and bad into one category. It's kind of like it's more or less like I said, like how you got here in Indiana, you got like the Mennonites and the Amish. But we all look at them as one Amish type shit, you know what I'm saying? But the Mennonites actually use electricity. They actually use running water, plumbing, and everything.
I got a comment.
Well, go ahead, Bo.
This soul say speaker says there's nothing that says there.
Go ahead,
There's nothing that says we can't disclose that we're Masons. And yes, to a point that is true, but what it is okay. Listen, Masons know times are going to change. Okay, Masons are.
The Masons are one in a third of the Farmer's Almanac. Like I gotta thank the Masons for the Farmer's Almanac.
There's a reason why Masons need to join, because the future is changing, and there are a certain type of people, I call them the elitist.
I woke my wife up, YouTube. I woke my wife up talking about this stuff. I'm gonna do this on actual stream, honey. I'm sorry. You can go back to sleep. I'm sorry I was being loud. Don't spank me, baby. Don't spank me. That right there is why I need sound effects in the background. I'm just saying.
Smack.
Right, smack. But no, I was being a little loud. I apologize. Damn it.
But no, and that's why there are people that need to need to join and know how to. In Masonry, you got to learn about how to cut stone. That's what Masonry is. It's all about stone cutting and building, dimensions, measurements, Yeah, that's what yes, masonry is about blocks, about concrete, about building. That's what mason is, mason, like concrete, blocks. That's why they give you a ruler. And then, what's that other thing they got? I call it like, not a compass.
They give you a square
Yeah, a square,
and
which
an
is
angle.
a ruler. It's used as a ruler,
Angle.
and then they give you this circle thing. Like I call it a circle thing, but like it looks like a triangle.
Dude, it's an angle.
Yeah, but it makes a complete circle if you know how to use it, so to speak.
Oh,
I
it's
forgot what to call it.
What? It's a fucking angle.
No, yeah, they give you a complete left angle ruler, but they also give you this other thing. I think it's called not a compass, but
It could be a
I don't know.
rhombus.
It makes a complete circle. Okay, look, you can go to the store and buy this thing. It's got a sharp end on one end, and it's got a ruler on the other with a point. And you put it on a piece of paper, and it holds a pencil. And then it's got like a little tab on the top, and you can twist it and make a perfect circle with it with the pencil. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Look, okay, yeah, I thought that's how you pronounce the word. This guy said it's a compass, which I thought that's how you pronounced it. Yeah, he said, this guy, I ain't wording his name, he said these are the working tools. Yes, they are the working tools. And
No,
Nelson,
go ahead and
look,
word
okay,
his name, dude.
okay, I'm gonna word his name. Obviously, he don't
Is it
care.
Wayne Claridge
His
again?
name is, yes, it's Wayne Claridge. Wayne Claridge is his name. Okay. Okay, there's a reason why inside of I don't want to call it a Freemason. It's not a Freemason. It's a lodge. You call these lodges where like you got a certain amount of people that watch over the lodge, but inside these lodges, you'll see them around town every now and then. You know, they usually got these symbols, the left angled ruler with the compass. I forgot what they're called, but inside these lodges, they got a black and white patch floor. Okay, and in that floor, depending on how much you know of the Masons, and this is where the dark spirits and dark and light come involved. And I believe completely in goodness out of these lodges, but to a certain degree, there was a man. I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head, but he was a 33-degree Mason. And he introduced evilness into the lodges. Now, I'm reading your I know. I'm reading the comments
See, this
here.
is why I called the Mason that you told me not to, because he ain't gonna get mad at what we say. He's just gonna be that motherfucker to be like, okay, well, here's where you're stumbling.
And I'm gonna read the
words.
comments. Yeah, I know he's gonna say, yeah, that his name. I think his name is like a first name might be Paul. I don't know, but all I know is, listen, you've always heard that comment. As above, so below. Okay, well, inside these lodges, they got black and white, blocks of patches on their linoleum or whatever you want to call it. It's and there's a certain amount of numbers of black and white. And the way these lodges are supposed to be set up is there's supposed to be a middle thing, like a middle I don't want to call it a desk, but I'm going to call it a desk. That ain't the word. In the middle, and it's to have everything that they need on this to represent, like, for the newcomers that come in. And every night they're supposed to have somebody come in and they walk around it. Let's see here. Is it clockwork? I think it's clockwork, but I could be mistaken that. And there's a reason why they do that. But there's it might be 23 squares, 32 squares. It has something to do with Jesus and the age of Jesus, maybe the DNA. What is it? 24, 36 chromosomes. Maybe Wayne Claridge could chime in and let us know about that. But I know he knows what I'm talking about. I'm not on it, but I'm close.
Let's go back to the left and the right, man. Radical left and the fucking right. Let's go back and revisit that for a moment.
Well, I mean, it's the same. It's kind of like the same principle, left and the right. You gotta have the paradigm. If you don't have a left, you don't have a right to hold up the system, it's gonna collapse.
Right.
And that's why you got a Republican and you got a Democrat. And that's what forms the triangle. And like you said, you got a Senate in between that has to okay everything. Yes.
I just want to urge, like, everyone who's 18 and older, man, that's going to see this video, I just want to urge you guys to vote. You know, I've already touched on, you know, several things that Biden wants to do versus, you know, my brother touching on any and everything that he can for, you know, that Trump has to offer. You know, Trump is a strong and powerful man. He really is. He is a man that cannot be bought by the U.S. government, and the most powerful person is Trump. Because again, like I said, he can't be bought, bro. Like he just can't. And you know, that being said, you know, we have the election coming up in the next 5 days. The primary election. Like, I urge every single one of you guys to go out and vote. Do your mail-in ballots. Actually, I'm against mail-in ballots, but whatever.
Hey, Bradshaw, listen to this.
Fucking everything.
I'll tell you what, this Wayne Claridge, listen to this. If there aren't Masons that know this math, if they don't know math, they don't know the old style technology, the old stuff, okay? There's a reason they got to know that, because there are a certain amount of people that's going to bring this place down to a zero, to a nothing. Nobody's going to know nothing. And you want to know?
Masons, we wouldn't have
Listen. When it falls, America will fall. It will fall within. And those Masons, they will be the only ones that will rebuild
You see that Mason that you're talking to right now? That's the one I told you I was going to call, and you told me not to. You said don't call him. No, we need a Mason up in here to actually defend the Masonry, and we need a Mason in here to, you know, let us know what we're doing right and wrong here. And obviously, so far, we're doing everything right. My brother is
we are. I'm on point.
It's fucking amazing because, you know, this is something I didn't even know about you, Rock. I didn't know that you knew so much about the Masonry. But then again, you fall asleep watching weird shit on YouTube. So, hell, I never knew. This motherfucker could be asleep watching shit on YouTube, but I promise you, at the same goddamn time, he's listening to that shit.
I retain a whole lot of stuff.
That motherfucker falls asleep listening to Area 51 and aliens. I promise you, he is battling aliens in his fucking brain.
Man, I'm woken up to nightmares. I'm like, yeah, I'm woken up some scary stuff.
Well, either way, man. You know, can we go back to real quick before we move on to men and women?
Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. I didn't mean to get off subject.
No, dude, you are beyond fine. Like Wayne, Coldridge is gonna continue to comment too, and it's kind of cool because, you know, I'm 100% for Joe Biden. I know Wayne is not. I know you're not. 200,000 plus. 230,000 plus dead from coronavirus, supposedly. So let's think about that for a moment. Americans dead globally. That's almost 250,000 Americans dead based on coronavirus, supposally.
Yeah, but you're not looking at you're not looking at it from this point of view.
The point of view that Rock's trying to get at is this. Look at how many recover. Look at how many. No, that's not what I was saying. Look at how many still survive. Like, look at how many who had underlying conditions before they're like, oh yeah, well you died of coronavirus. No, they could have died of a heart attack, and they're like, yeah, coronavirus. You know, that's the sad part about our nation, guys. We need to take back our nation, and I personally believe that Joseph P. Biden will be able to enforce that and make that happen. He will be the one to make America great again. You know, a certain percentage of tax hike to people who make a certain percentage of money. You know, he's willing to, you know, I was told that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is going to, you know, completely get rid of some taxes. I'm sorry, but y'all looked at y'all's pay stub yet? What taxes have been cut? None. What taxes have been... You know, he can get on the media and say fake news, CNN, which I don't listen to CNN anyway. Clinton News Network, that's something fuck out of here.
Oh my God! Listen to this. Hey,
you know,
wait a minute.
He's all fake news this, fake news that. Well, where the fuck is your fakeness? You're trying to come at us, but you're still taking our tax dollars out of our hard-earned money. And you said you're cutting taxes, but at the same time, where the fuck's the tax cut, bro? Like, where's the tax cut at?
Hey, Nelson, listen to this. I just did, and I was trying to find something else. Listen to this. Okay, this is the Scottish Rite. I don't know if you know anything about the Scottish Rite. It says, to all our readers in the U.S., this is on Wikipedia, by the way. It might be awkward, but please don't scroll past this. This Saturday, for the first time recently, we humbly ask you to defend Wikipedia's independence. 98% of our readers don't give. They simply look the other way. If you are an exceptional...
They're asking for donations now, and the reason why is because they want to keep Wikipedia alive. You know, I've donated.
Is that what it is? That's what I was asking you about.
That's what it is, man. I mean, don't donate like a dollar or two, man. Just give them something. Everybody who's a Wikipedia user who actually goes there to look for information that actually has to be verified, everybody's like, oh, Wikipedia is fake. No, it's really not.
Hey,
it has to be verified. It has to be verified. And when it has to be verified, that's what they...
try to give.
Wikipedia is in danger of being shut down, guys. And you know, here's why. Because you know they're putting out some. First of all, it's a domain you have to buy. If anybody knows anything about computers, you have to buy any kind of .com. That's a domain. You have to buy that. First of all, You can get free ones, like, you know, it could become Wikipedia.net. You get free .net's free, but then you have to do a bullshit advertisements that you don't want on your pages. So that's why they try to do their thing. And also, guys, like, you know, I got my Cash App up there. I've not received a single dollar yet, man, but I'm trying to learn how to use it. So if anybody can Cash App me $1, every 50 cents, every dollar that I fucking raise on my Cash App, I will donate 25 cents to Wikipedia. Every dollar that I raise, I will donate the other 50 cents, which means I'm only making 25%. The other 50 cents is going to breast cancer awareness. That's what I bought. That's what I decided to build a Cash App for. So I'm only making 25. I'm making a quarter for every single dollar that's ever donated to my my channel, to my Cash App, I should say. Everything else, and I'm gonna start bonding with other Cash App users who want to do the same thing, to where we only make 1/4 for every single dollar donated to us. And we're doing this shit not, you know, for y'all's entertainment, for 100% free. And, you know, there's a broad speculum of topics we're going to end up speaking about, we're going to end up talking about, and we're going to get out there to the people who need to hear these things. You know, it's not always going to be about government. It's not always going to be about, you know, Trump Towers. And, you know, it's not always going to be about the fucking Mennonites, the Amish, the Masons. You know, it's not always going to be about that, y'all. That's not what we're trying to build this podcast on. We're trying to build this podcast on what you all need to know. So I'm trying to bond with other Cash App users, man. If y'all use Cash App, do me a favor. But I honestly want you to be, and this is me taking you at your word, because if you don't, you're costing me more. But I'm only going to make 1/4 for every single dollar donated to my Cash App. And the rest is, you know, it's simple mathematics, guys. Every dollar donated to you, give 75 cents away to a charity. You know, give 25 cents to, what about our Wounded Soldiers Project or some shit like that, you know, that went to actual war for us, who are going to come home with PTSD, who can't afford their medication, and they're going to take their own life or something. Be as patriotic as myself. Look me in the fucking eye, guys. I'll even take my glasses off, DB. Right there. The Wounded Warrior Project. That's another thing you can donate to. I just want you to comment and let me know, for every dollar you receive on your Cash App, make sure you donate 75%. Yeah, you're going to be like, well, it takes a buck ton for me to make money. Well, let me tell you something, brother. That's going to be fine. Because at the same time, you're giving to a damn good cause. Guys, I'm asking for 75% equity into your company, or I'm asking for 75% equity into your earnings, to nicely ask you to give to me to donate where I need to donate it to. I've already became partners with a lot of people: Cozair Charities, Wounded Warrior Project, Breast Cancer Awareness, suicide awareness. Like, you know, they're all needing help, man. Like, even Wikipedia. Hell, they're even telling you they're screaming for help right now. My Cash App is on my channel. My Cash App. To where you're able to say, you know what, let me fucking go ahead and give you the 75%. And I'll come on stream again every single week and be like, receipts, beam, there you go. Uh-oh. Or emails, beam, there you go. You know, I'll be that guy.
Comment on that.
And it just really sucks, because, like I said, man, especially the Wounded Warrior Project, guys, like, you know, people were out there fighting for our fucking country and our safety, and y'all don't want to give while y'all were working and earning and having a good time on the weekends and shit, y'all don't want to give back to our soldiers. You don't want to help the Wounded Warrior Project. Like, if y'all don't want to help that's completely fine. You don't have to. It's complete charity who needs more donations than any donation ever. That and Wikipedia both. Like, I'm telling you, these programs are fitting to be shut down in an instant. Give to my Cash App. Again, I will bring fucking digital fucking receipts on my phone, guys. I will bring digital receipts, and I will turn off my my cutout. I will bring digital receipts to the phone to show you where the fuck that money went, man. Give me a chance to go through me to, make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it is. And we also need to remember our Masons. Let's donate to. They got a thing also, but I got to get a hold of my brother Wayne, who, Wayne. What is the thing? I mean, y'all donate to charity. You don't fucking like take up offering like at a church or whatever. Your shit's all for your charity. Like, what is y'all's charity again? To make shit happen and woody woo woo, man. I'm drawing a fucking mind blown blank, bro. 100%. See, I wish Wayne could be on the headset with us, man. I really wish he could. Like, he would help everyone out a lot. And then it would be a three-way podcast. We'd be having a threesome on the headset.
Oh, God. You did not just say that.
I had to make sure
you
were listening.
You did. You said that. Nah,
Right,
holy crap.
When the liquor's finally kicking in, holy shit, a bottle later. Where you at, Wayne? You know what, dude? There's only one way that Wayne's able to actually be heard, and that is through this right here. There's only one way that Wayne can be heard. And honestly, like, my brother Wayne Claridge actually needs to be heard. So there's only one way he can be heard, then guess what? I'm going to do it this way. I don't give a damn. So, what's up, Wayne?
Hey, what's up?
Are you still on my thing?
I'm actually about to fix something.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm talking about charities now. What charity, I mean, I know y'all don't pick up, like, church and the offering and, go ahead and request a video. Like, I'm trying to, but, like, I know you're not going to be on camera or nothing. It's just going to be you and me. What does the Masons, like, actually pick up for? Like, what do they pick up for? Like, what? I know y'all got a charity of some sort. I mean, I know y'all do things for kids, but, like, what charity for you guys does it benefit you guys? Like, let's say the Susan B, whatever the fuck her name is, for breast cancer awareness, I'm a huge supporter of breast cancer awareness. I think it was Susan B. Anthony or some shit like that. Hell, I don't know. You got the Shriners at Cozaire, that's going to help all the kids around the world, and, you got St. Jude, and you got, a lot of other places and a lot of other things, man. Like, so my question to you is, what do you all pick up for you? What?
Oh, I'm laughing at a messenger. Oh, the Shriners. Yeah, Shriners. I know who he's talking about.
Alright, and again, guys, like I was trying to say, man, I got a Cash App. It's down below. You don't have to donate, but every single cent matters, man. I'm only going to make 25% only based on the stream and what I do to help with the internet bill and shit like that. But, I want to send, 50 cents to this charity and 25 cents to the other charity. And every single week, guys, like, That is a fucking Oreo looking at me. That is a bad Oreo looking at me. You bad cat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, like, I want to do that, and I want to show y'all receipts and shit, man. Let y'all know where it goes, and I'm not just trying to get y'all's money, man. Like, I mean, can I use it? Yes, but I ain't gonna do that to y'all, and I'm a man of my word, and I'm not anything I ever asked for money for, and you can ask my brother Rock here, who is on the podcast with me. It's always been for what I'm saying it's for. There's never been another time ever that I've ever used it for something different. My bad. He told me to use some for gas, and then he sent me another 25, but that's beside the point, okay? That's beside the point. But anyways, this van right here is 100% charity giver. As long as it goes to a charity, we will not hand the homeless any kind of cash or money. If they're hungry, we'll buy them something to eat. If they're thirsty, we'll buy them something to drink. We will not hand them money, because I've seen too many times to where they went straight to the goddamn liquor store beside where they're panhandling and got something to drink on in the wrong way. And, I'm all down for it, whatever, but it pisses me off so bad, y'all. Like, it really does. Alright, Rock, where you at? Alright, Rock, where you at? Rock, you are live.
Hey, what are you looking for him to pay for the divorce? For the both of you?
Rock, you are live. I'm about to disconnect.
No, I'm on.
Okay, where did... See, again, you're just like Houdini, bro. You can't do that during podcasts.
Like,
I'm being serious.
I had to use the bathroom.
Do that. Okay, well, you gotta say, I'll be right back, man. You gotta let me know, because I'm going to you for anything that I just said that you missed all of because you were taking a piss.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I was taking a piss. Okay, I'll do that next time. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for
my fault.
pissing. Be sorry for not letting me know you had to fucking go pee.
That's what I'm sorry for. I'm sorry for not letting you know, MFer, whatever.
Motherfucker. No. But no, seriously, guys, like I said, again, let me try this again, since I wasn't told that my dude, who actually helps me a lot, was going to take a piss. So anything I ever ask you guys for, like money-wise, man, like I've never been wrong. I've always put it toward what I said I'm putting it toward.
Right. Yeah, you
Except
have.
one time he was like, all right, well, hold on getting food. Let me go ahead and put that in your gas tank. And then he sent me another $25. He sent me another $25 right after that. I'm like, you're such a dick, dude. He's like the only one that ever gets called a dick for fucking PayPal me cash. I'm telling you that right now, guys. But 75% of everything that I get to my Cash App, guys, I'm telling you, if you send me a little note with it, I will put it toward whatever charity you want me to put it toward. There's several charities that I'm now working with. There's several charities that I'm going to continue to work with, and there's several things that, one of the main ones I want you guys to donate to is the Shriners. Not only does it help the Shriners, but it also helps out our Masons. Okay? And, there's some kind of like fluid that runs downhill that helps out the Masons, and if it wasn't for Masonry or the Masons and Walt Disney, I'm throwing Walt Disney in there because they were the bad Masons. They were the ones that were like, yeah, fuck, we're all about sex and yeah, fuck yourself. Anyways, but no, like, these new Masons and Masonry, man, like, donate to the Shriners, man. Donate to every single Shriner you possibly can that is wearing the top hat, is wearing, whatever kind of Shriner interlude or... What is it, Wayne?
Fez.
The vest?
Fez, F-E-Z.
Oh, the Fez. F-E-Z, right?
Right.
Frank, Echo, Zulu.
Yeah.
Box shot Echo Zulu, I should have said, whatever. So anyone that is wearing the fez or the hat, or you can't miss the hat, dude. It's got a tassel on it and everything. Donate to the Shriners, man. Donate to them. The Shriners take care of a lot of things, actually. They take care of mainly children hospitals. So it goes to the kids, you know. And a lot of people look at Masons as bad fucking people, man. Like, why? Why? They don't do shit wrong. You know what? You know who we need to look at as bad people? Fucking preachers.
Well,
sorry to say
okay,
it.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of crooked fucking preachers out there that want to bend over little boys and shit, man, that need and you know what? God's got a fucking plan for them in the end, man. You want to be a crooked fucking preacher? You're going to get your ass literally dealt with in the end. And I hope Big Bubba rapes you in fucking prison and your fucking ass blows out. You should be ashamed of yourself and you're fucking sick. I'm dead serious. That's bullshit. Caldridge even agrees. This is the only way I can bring his ass on live right now is do a video with him because he's got Xbox and shit. This is the only way his voice is gonna be heard. So fuck it. You know his voice is heard in this podcast too. I can't really show you, but this is my brother from another mother, Wayne Caldridge right here, y'all. Oh, there he is. There's his glasses. There it is. Beam. Hello. I'm trying to get the glare off. There we go. Yep. This is him right here, y'all. He is also a Mason, and he is one of them Masons that if you want to clown on him, go right ahead. He will clown on them with you. But at the same time, he knows where he belongs, and if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Let me go back to Rocky real quick. You know, I've been talking a lot, dude, and Rox's been sitting there texting his ex, and it's a good X text, by the way. I'm call it the X text, alright? I'm gonna for now call it the X text. I'm just saying, I'm gonna give it a name. But go ahead, Rock. Like, chime in on the, like, you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know, I don't know, Wayne can't hear you and everything unless he comes back to the channel. But like, you know, let me ask you a couple questions, I guess, to continue it going. When you think of the Masons versus the Christians, what do you think about? They all worship the same thing, so you can't really say that.
Well, listen.
Kind of.
Okay, listen. A lot of people don't understand this. The Christian Crusaders were not the greatest. I know they were not the greatest. They used to kill people. They were not the Christian people like back in those days. They did a lot of bad, you know. And so I always tell people, you know.
Real quick, I gave you one versus the other. Which one did a lot of bad? And you're gonna say Christianity.
Well, no. I mean, if I gotta, like, think about it.
It's Masonry versus Christianity, bro. You were on a good route. You said...
No. Well, listen. Okay, well then, to get to the point, Christian Crusaders were the worst. Christian Crusaders were.
%, agree. I agreed, and so did Wayne. I got him on the phone. That's why I keep muting. I'm just repeating what you're saying. However, you also stated this. You were on a warpath for a moment. You were sitting there talking. You were like, you know, and you know they did bad, and they did good. And I'm like, okay, well, who did bad then? And you lost all your train of thought. You lost every bit of it.
Right. I even told you that's my issue. That's my issue. I always.
Hey man, it's okay to have issues, man. We all have them, brother. And you know, that's another thing. You know why I'm cutting his ass off? I'll tell you why. Because I don't want him to say something that's going to make himself feel bad later. Because he's going to do that. I feel it coming. I know him. I feel it coming. He's going to be like, man, I should have said that.
Okay.
He's going to be like, man, I should have said that. But all right, Rock. Other than that, man, again, you still got the floor. One more question. Let me ask you another question. When it comes to the Masons and the Masonry, and when it comes to the Templar, what do you think is a better chapel to go to? Would it be, let's say, the Christian, or my bad, the Catholic Church, or would it be the Templar and stand there in prayer with Masons?
Not the Catholic Church, that's for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
shush, Wayne. Don't
I
fucking
heard
enable
that.
him.
Hey,
Don't
hold
fucking enable
up.
him.
I heard that already. Hey,
I'll ask you a couple
the
questions here soon, Wayne. You're part of this. You're just going to be vocally heard instead of seen.
I agree with him. It's not the Catholic
honestly,
Church.
I agree with him too. It's not the Catholic Church. But a lot of people, like, in my opinion, man. Let me go ahead and take it from you. Go ahead and take a couple swigs. Take a deep breath and focus on my next question.
I'm gonna tell you about the other two.
Well, here's the thing,
Temple.
though. A lot of people shun Masons away because
They do. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why
too. But if it wasn't for Masons and Masonry, what would we fucking have? Mud houses built out of mud.
We would. And that's why they need Masons. That's why they need people to remember the old ways.
I feel like
they
we should
need
look at the
people
Amish
to
more as
remember
bad people.
those old ways.
Right, they need to remember the old ways and the way shit's done. And, for my brother fucking Wayne Coldridge, who is actually a Mason himself, who he's just a little recruit. He ain't nothing big in the motherfucker, but they respect his wishes and they actually listen when he speaks. And, that really enlightens me and opens, your mind up to a more broad speculum of, it's not about who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. It's about we all need to come together as one United States and one nation, and we all need to work together, man. Like I said, I am embarrassed of this fucking country. Like, I hate meeting people on the video game from other countries. Like, let me give you an example. I met a person from, just 2 nights ago, I met a person that was from the UK, right? And I was like, cool, man, you're awesome as fuck. He's like, oh, where are you from? Oh, you're American, ain't you? I'm like, yeah, I am. He's like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't hear that. I should not hear I'm sorry, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? And we now know what's going on. And it's horrible. And it's a bad thing, guys. Like, it really is. I feel like we need to vote a Masonic fucking brethren into the presidency and find out real quick how shit gets built. I'll tell you now, the wall would be more than 450 feet.
Well, listen.
I don't know. They honestly might not even want the wall, man, to be for real, because we're people flee to our country because it's the land of the free. Okay, and that's why they come.
Well,
here.
Listen. We have some presidents that. Well, listen. We got some presidents that are involved in an elitist group, and it's labeled under the Skull and Bones. It's 322.
Yep,
And if you don't know what the 322 means, okay.
Oh,
there are 30.
But you know what? That's a trivia question. We're gonna look at the same video 2 days from now. Someone tell us what 322 stands for.
Listen. Well, that's what I'm about to tell you. In Jesus Christ, if you know anything about Jesus, in the chromosomes of Jesus, and it runs down to Virgin Mary. She was, she was impregnated by God, okay? And so every human being has, if I remember this correctly, don't quote me on this, 64 chromosomes, okay? And there are 32 from the mother and 32 from the father. And that's where the 64 comes in. Well, it gets pretty deep, dude. It gets deep. And where the 322 comes in from is I believe 32 is, okay, a lot of people think Jesus Christ, and this might rewrite, Jesus was 32 when he passed away. When he was crucified, he was 32 years old. I've heard that. And also, I've heard that 32, 322, 32 is how many chromosomes when he was born from the Virgin Mary. When he was delivered from her, or I think it was Virgin Mary. That's why we all pray to the Virgin Mary. Supposedly Catholics pray to Virgin Mary. But I could be wrong. I'm just basing that off memory and what I've read.
Okay, so, you're giving me the 322 as that. You are 110% wrong. There are 64 chromosomes, and honestly, you know what?
Yes.
I'm not even going to say you're wrong. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but the whole 322 thing, when it comes down to the Bible and everything, you're completely wrong.
No, I'm not saying that I can't base that off the Bible. That's not biblical.
But you based it on Jesus could have been 32. 2 chromosomes per fucking mom and dad makes
per
64
parent,
or whatever.
Yes, 32 per parent.
That
equals 64.
That is right. That is right. But, when it comes down to it, it's like...
I've heard 2 different stories. I don't know it after that. I'm only telling what I've read and I've heard.
I'm going to open it up right now to one of our Mason friends. He's just sitting here laughing and chilling, and he's probably high as a goddamn giraffe head. Every single one of the Masons, I do believe, support marijuana usage and stuff of that nature. If they don't,
well, that's where man comes in.
God put every giving, loving seed for one reason. To utilize
that's where
and use.
Yep,
hell, we get cocoa. We get fucking cocoa off of the goddamn cocoa plant. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we get the good fresh bud off the bud plant? Like, I just don't get it. But all right. So this question comes to my dude Wayne Coldridge, who was just commenting in the thing there, by the way. And you can just add them or whatever here in my comments. Like, what do you think the government / country is going to go? Do you think it's going to go blue or red? And the reason why I'm asking you this is for one reason only. Because if you look at the technical pose right now, it's all blue. So what's your output on that?
Well, listen.
This is for Wayne. Damn it.
It's
gonna go red in a lot of places. Alright, what makes you think that, though? Well, Trump's to blame for all the violence. I'm gonna tell you that now. He is. He wants to sit there and show force by saying, I'm sending the National Guard, and I'm going to send the National Guard, I'm going to do this, that, and the third, and he never fucking done it, dude. In reality, he never done it. He was trying to show power, but he did not commit to what he was trying to talk about. He never once committed to sending the National Guard, the fucking any kind of other, like, he was talking about sending the damn Navy SEALs even in on these riot countries and riot counties and everything else. You know what Louisville, Kentucky got, which I'm on the border of? You know what Louisville, Kentucky got? An armed militia in the NFAC, which stands for Not Fucking Around Coalition. And I blame Trump for all that, bro. I'm voting Biden, and again, this is another, I guess, friend that I can actually talk to about it without getting mad at me or whatever. But I'm gonna vote Biden, and it's because people who are on disability, people who are on a limited income who don't make more than $140,000 a year are able to get 100% free health care and shit like that, and maybe even a fucking pay raise on their checks. You never know, because the government's always apparently got money, because they want to sit there and give out $600 a week for extra for unemployment and all the whoop. I'm like, damn, dog, for real? And y'all niggas say you going broke though, but y'all saying you going broke, but you sitting there giving this damn money out. So like, what do you believe? Like, what do you actually believe though? Do you believe that the Democratic Party is actually going to take the state of Texas?
I mean, there's going to be some blue games here, I'm sure, but...
Right, but is it blue? It's either Democrat or Republican, dude, when it's all said and done. But what do you think it's going to be though, blue?
It'll stay red.
I doubt it, bro.
Man, I can be shocked and surprised. I figure it'll stay red.
Rocky Lind.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, I just got into it with my ex. Not
See,
like Monica.
You done fucked
another ex.
bro.
No, dude, you know how I am? I am 110% man. Like, I tell it how it is. She's using this dude that she's staying with. She's using him.
Damn it. Alright, well.
That's beside the point. That's beside the point. Hey, that's a whole other story.
So let's get real quick back to the government, dude, and I will stand again and do the Pledge of Allegiance, because I personally believe our brothers and our fallen sisters would love that, and I know you'll stand with me. But... What about you, Wayne? You want to stand with me real quick and do the Pledge of Allegiance, or what? I'm going to recite it. I just want you to stand and put your hand over your right.
He said, nah, I'm good.
Don't be a bitch. Just stand up for a second.
He said, nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna cook some breakfast or something.
Cook breakfast?
I'll tell you why you
I'm calling you back in 15 minutes, motherfucker.
I'll tell you why he don't want to play.
Later, brother.
He don't want to do it.
No, he told me before I even called him he was going to cook breakfast.
It's not. It's nothing bad about him at all.
I pledge of allegiance to our flag of the United States of America and to the people and for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and have justice for all. That's the way it should be spoken. Not no republic. Not no liberty and justice for all. Liberty and have justice for all. Because our country is facing one thing and one thing only. It's always the black man versus the white man now. And, it really pisses me off.
You know what? Listen.
If y'all go off and defund the police department, who the fuck's gonna protect you? Who the fuck's gonna protect
Well,
you if somebody breaks in?
wait a minute. No, stop. You can't think like that. Every person, white-skinned, dark-skinned, needs to not think with their skin color. You need to think with your
Right, because
mind.
when you
need to
no,
think with
honestly, what he's trying to say is you
when
need to
it.
think with your mind because
Listen.
when you put color in front of anything that you're gonna sit there and fucking say, you're part of the problem. That's pretty much what
Yes,
he's
you
gonna
are.
say.
You're
When you put
part.
color in front of anything that you
Yes.
ever stand for,
Yes.
you are the problem.
Yes.
You're not part of the problem. You are the problem.
We are people.
One nation. That's why I keep reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, my guy.
I tell you what, we don't hold on to values, we don't fight for it like Edward Snowden.
It's kind of like this. If we don't hold on to those values, like we're sitting there preaching to
There
the
we
put
go.
choir.
There we go.
If we don't hold on to those values, it's kind of like a man's word. Like when a man says he's going to do something, he falters. That's the whole. You need to hold on to those fucking values that we're talking about. You know, when again, it becomes the man trumps the woman 110 to whatever. I'm sorry, females, but it's true. You motherfuckers are the ones that are the worst fucking breed ever to step foot into our lives, because you motherfuckers want to sit there and destroy our life. You know, you want to sit there and come at us with child support. You know, you want to come at us with prenups. You know, you want to make us fall into falsititious hopes and dreams, the fact that we're going to get married one day, or you know that we're going to do this or we're going to do that. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're looking at these men like a fucking dollar value, and that's not the way to do it. Because when you look at them like a dollar value or an asset value, you're fucking dumb.
Nelson, trust me.
What's up?
Men are
I told you I was going to give you your
awakening.
time.
They are waking up. Men are waking up. You're right. What you just said, every bit of that is true. I do not disagree at all, 110% of that.
But I do gotta go back and say one thing, and you're gonna agree to. I promise you'll agree. Most of you bitches, not all. Because there is some good-ass females out there who will do any and everything. They would lick the shit out of their man's ass crack if they needed to. I'm just saying, there's some out there that would. Not because they freaky, but because they understand they man and they know what a man's true values are. And by the way,
there is very few of those.
And brother's looking for one. He's looking for one that's actually going to lick the shit out of his ass crack, technically, because you know you gotta. But here's the thing: he can't have a female right now. But this is why. Because it's not because he's gay, because he's clearly not, obviously. But you know, he works way too much, man. Like, you know, he feels like he's cheating on his old lady with his job, and you know that's kind of getting to him. So here soon, he's probably gonna be like, yeah, I need to go elsewhere, you know, unless you're gonna promote me and give me more money. Because when your job affects your personal life, that becomes the problem too. You know, you don't have a fucking personal life, dude. You come home, you take a shower, you take a shit, you shave, you go to sleep, you wake up, and again, you do it all the next day. That's not the way it's supposed to be, bro. Like, if you all do the math, in your, let's say the age of 80, okay? You work 40 hours a week. You're only going to live to see 80, right? You have worked 1/3 of your entire lifespan.
Yeah, see, and that's how you got to look at it. Yeah, you're right.
A third of it.
You're right.
And that's not a good sign.
It's okay though. It's okay.
I feel like
especially if you like your job.
If
you like your job.
You should work 20 hours to get paid for 40. per week.
It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
Well, that's what I feel like, though. It should be like that. If you got a kid, you know, you got a family, you know, they want you to, you know, if our government actually wanted to, or gave a damn about us and wanted us to have family time, which they don't give a fuck about us. We're a number. Think about it. When you're born, what do you get? A social security number. You're a fucking number, dude.
Hey, you are a birth certificate. You are you are already born to the state at that point.
Yep.
You belong to the
number.
state.
You belong to the state as soon as you take your first live breath.
And people don't understand this. People do not understand this. And then they wonder why. Oh, we do, yeah. Child Protection Service comes in.
Yes, sir.
And then they want to, like, say, you are not raising this child right. You want to know why Child Protection Service comes in? Because that birth certificate is in the rights of that state. And CPS has that right to tell you that because it's in... That child was born in that state, so they have that right.
What he's trying to say is this, man, you know, and he can vouch for me on this. In the state of Indiana, which is where I'm from, I have seen a judge give a child to a heroin addict mother when the father was standing there fighting for said child, who has never been locked up before, who is not on drugs,
still
and he is
give it to the
wearing a
mother.
suit. And they still gave that baby to their mother. I was so sick to my stomach, I fucking puked.
Of course.
I puked in my own mouth. I had to swallow it down and go through court. You know why? Because I was the next motherfucker. And I also told them, and I damn near got locked up that day. I said, how the fuck are you going to sit there and go with that case before me and do what you just did? You know what, Judge? I ain't even talking to you. Lock me up or failure to appear if you want to, and I'll walk the fuck out of the court. That judge felt so fucking bad, they left and retired.
Well, look, we've got judges that
the judicial system is fucked.
Well, listen. There are good judges. But we've got some judges that are tucking their tail for these women and trying to like, oh, they're a girl. Oh, we gotta protect them. We gotta listen to them. We gotta obey by them, and then take their word for them first.
Yep.
Before the man, because the man's gonna always lie. The woman will never lie. But I will tell you, in the court of law,
is why
the women
right here
will
talking
lie.
is single, guys. This is why he has no time for a woman, because all they do is lie. Most of them. I'm sorry. I'm not saying all women. There's some women out there, again, that I said would lick shit out of your man's asshole. Not because you're a freak, but because you care that much. I've got one like that would do that. But
listen,
the thing is this.
Listen.
Every fucking man is always in the wrong when it comes to the fucking eye of the public. We're always in the wrong when we're doing nothing but fucking right. Let me give you myself an example. I pay my child support every single week. $200 a week. I gotta go to my brother that's on this podcast right now for help. You know why? On kids that I can't even fucking see. On kids that I have no idea where the fuck they at. Does that make me a bad parent? Obviously it does. To the woman's eye. But they were stolen from me. They took their asses and left with my children, who I have no idea where the fuck they're even at. And that pisses me off too, because it makes me look like a badass parent. And guess what? I'm one of the dads that actually give a fuck. This is what young
men need to see this.
It's cheaper to keep them, guys. Like, long story short, cheaper to keep them. I'm just saying.
It is. You're right. I agree. Yes, it is. And
but it shouldn't be that way, though.
No, it shouldn't. It's set up. It's in the judicial system in the court, it is set up totally against the man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's like
Yes,
the
sir.
praying mantis.
Preach,
When
brother.
the praying mantis mates with the female, the
Preach,
female
bro.
always,
Preach.
after they mate, the female bites the head off the male,
Kills the male
bites it
instantly.
off
You know
and
why?
kills
And,
it.
and they're called praying
Yep.
mantises.
Yep.
You know why they do that, guys? I'm gonna tell you right now why they do that. Because the
Here we
female
go. Here we go.
always has the upper hand on you. No matter what you do right, they're gonna find 10 fucking things that you're doing wrong. Even if it's only made up in aka fake news. They're gonna find 10 things that you're doing
this
wrong.
ain't a lie. This ain't a lie. This is not a lie.
And again, any female that watches this, I'm telling you, this is not for all females. I want to do one disclaimer right now. The good females, holler at us, dog. Let us know what the fuck's going on. How you all feel about it, though. Because, and there's several females, hold on, Rock, that I know that disagree with the whole judicial system.
Oh,
you're
going to get that. You will get that. You will get that. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you the other side of it. There's a whole lot of women out there that are after the man's paycheck.
There's also a whole lot that I know, which what I'm trying to get at, my guy, is there's also a whole lot out there that I know, and I can put one on right now on the phone, who is stating that the male is not the problem. Like, there's a fuck ton of females that's doing shit wrong. There's some good females out there, again, who would lick the shit out of your ass crack. I'm just saying, you ain't even got a wipe, dog. You ain't even gotta have a little purdy, or what the fuck is that? What's that shit called that sprays water on your ass or some shit? It's an actual toilet. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I know
for an example, guys.
It's called
guys and girls, man. For an example, dude, it's like, you know, and it really irks me because, and this is why, because, you know, there's a lot of dads out there who don't give a fuck about their kids that are, oh my god, I gotta get my kid today. What the fuck? You know, and, you know, I'm one of them dads that's out there saying, hey, you know what, dude, I want my kids. I wish my kids was in my life, you know, see, and you know, my brother here, he talks down about females because of the way he's treated, because the way he was looked at as a pawn, the way he was looked at as, and you know, I'm not trying to relate his sorrows to a fucking song, but y'all listen to Jelly Roll, Save Me, bro. Like, that shit speaks volumes, bro. Like, you know, you need to save a nigga, because one visit to someone like me, I'm one of the good guys, and there's plenty of females out there, I'm telling y'all, that are good ass fucking females that take the guy's side, even, who is saying that the court system is fucked, it's rigged, it's fraud, it's fucking,
it is,
you know,
it is.
whatever.
It's rigged against the man.
Against the man, yes.
I promise, it's rigged against the man.
It's rigged against the man for one reason only. Because every single court abides by one supreme justice, one supreme listen to the story type, whatever it is, and they still have to roll against you. True fact.
Listen to this, okay? My ex, let me
take it, Rock.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
Listen, like
okay.
The bitch you are. No, I'm playing.
I'm gonna take it like the bitch I am. Listen to this.
You better laugh about that, you motherfucker. You ain't no bitch, bro.
I do.
You a hardcore motherfucker.
Listen to this, okay? I had an ex that, like, I dated way years ago. Okay, she put on here. She said, okay, let me go up. She said, what does your girl think about you messaging me? Okay, I don't have a girl. I told her I did.
And this is why you don't have a girl, though, because...
Yeah, this is why, right. Okay.
Elaborate on that real
That's where I'm elaborating on. I said none of my girlfriends live with me, so I don't care what they think.
You have no
She has a
girlfriends, bro.
kid, and
You're a single
right. I don't.
Tell the audience why. Let them know your story, bro. Instead of me speaking it for you, you speak it.
I'm letting them know. I said she has a kid and she worry about her, which I understand. She has MS, multiple sclerosis. We both work.
Jamie.
She has her play. Well, no, this ain't Jamie. This is somebody totally different. We both work. She has her place, and I have mine.
Initials.
I
feel like I know her.
Yeah, you do. HS.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh. There we go. Yeah, you got that. Okay, it's what she wrote.
You're gonna write me, though, on Facebook and let me know who the fuck it is.
Yeah. She said, okay, that is... But listen. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, look, I'll skip all the blah, blah, blah.
Long story short.
Long story short, I caught her. I caught her in a lie. Hey, and she got this man that she been living with for 5 years, taking care of her. He's a simp. He holds her higher than him. Okay, so she knows she's got the upper hand on him. So she can do whatever she wants and get away with it. And this is proof. Hey,
you all know what a simp is? Listen to what's his name. What's his name, Rock? Listen to him. What's his name on his YouTube channel right fucking now? What is a simp? Listen to him. Gary, or some shit like that.
No. Coach Greg Adams is his name. Coach Greg Adams.
I knew it started with a goddamn G. I was trying to get that.
Alright, that's what this chick said. She said, I don't have a need to feel special in that manner, but I do have a thing about respect. She said, Rocky, I don't know or care to really know the business of a relationship. Well, if you didn't want to know my relationship, why are you going to ask?
That kind of screams, girl just want to fuck, bro. I mean, I'm just saying.
No, stop. Okay, before that, she was asking, well, how does your girl feel about you texting me? Okay, that's what she said before that. Now she says, I don't have a need to feel special, because I told her it sounds like she's trying to feel special. And she said, Rocky, I don't know or care to really know the business of your well, what the heck? I guess because I was the one that put it out there. But either way, she said, I am not comfortable with communicating. If she does not know or give permission, give permission. What do you mean give permission? Like, no.
Okay, so,
I give permission to who I speak to or not.
When you come at my brother Rock like that, man, and you mention if you have permission or if you need to get permission.
Yeah, there you go. You read the same thing that I read. That is a problem.
That's one of the major problems, because he just said to this chick, mind you guys, like, listen, did you just hear what he said? I don't have a chick, so who the fuck he gonna get permission from?
This is coming from a girl, though, man. This is coming from a girl.
This is coming from exactly a girl, not a fucking woman. See, my dude needs a fucking woman who has her own shit, don't want for nothing, that wants to go out to dinner and pay for his goddamn meal for fuck. He ain't gonna ask for that. He wants to pay for his own shit, but that's beside the point. That's what the fuck my nigga needs. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, you can't just sit there and come at him. And you know what a simp is? I'm gonna tell you right now what a simp is. A simp is a man, and it's an acronym. It's a smaller word for
it is an acronym. You're right.
It's a smaller word for sympathy toward a female who don't deserve it. Long story short,
there you go. Amen.
And y'all know my brother called me a simp the other day, and I almost wanted to punch him when he left. When I found out what it was, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face, you little dickhead. You're full of shit." you know how well my woman treats me, man. And I honestly wish that you could find someone who wants to rub your feet when you get home after a 12-hour shift, who wants to pamper you and do everything. I know you're used to doing it on your own. You an independent
that's
motherfucker,
right.
but
There, you nailed it. You nailed it. That's
you need that,
that's
though.
a woman
like,
you need.
You need that, though.
I
Everyone
do.
needs a
I
woman
do.
like that, you know. And whenever you get told, hey, man, you know what? You need a sandwich. Your sandwich maker's in the kitchen, or maybe in the bathroom taking a shit. You never know. That's your woman, bro.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad. Even though
But there's a
society
lot of
wants to
females
say
out
that's a
there.
bad thing.
There's a lot of females out there that's going to disagree, though. There's a lot of females out
Oh
there
well.
who
Oh
are,
well. You know what?
listen to me, who are independent like you. There's a lot of females who are independent, they don't need a man, because a man done them as wrong as what. I'm going to mention her motherfucking first and last name. Can I mention her first and last name, please? I'm doing it anyway. Monica motherfucking Shetter. Monica Shetter.
Oh yeah, you can do
Every
that.
single
Yeah,
one of
you
you
can do that.
motherfuckers can look her up right now. I promise you. Y'all want a quick fuck for a buck? Go ahead. Monica fucking Shetter. Why? Because she fucked this man's brain up so bad to the point to where he ain't gay, but you know he feels like he can't find a chick that is independent and strong-willed and a strong-willed woman like he is. This is the reason why, man. Like, you know, he's so used to doing shit on his own. It's retarded. This motherfucker falls asleep with a goddamn pizza in the oven, for fuck's sakes, and lasagna.
I know.
Noodles on the stove. Like I told him, dog, I said, dude, you're gonna die one day, bro. Your house is gonna be on fire. You're gonna be asleep. You're gonna smell the goddamn smoke, and it's gonna be too late. You know why? Because you done fell asleep with shit on the stove or in the oven.
Listen. You need to know. You need to know what her mom told me. Actually, she was talking. She was talking to Monica, but I heard it, and she said, "Monica, you don't need." Hey, listen. Yeah, here we go. You don't need a man to live. You don't need a man to help you. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. You don't need a man. That's all I heard.
Obviously, she do. She can't hold a goddamn job. She got knocked up by a black guy, and probably don't even know who the fuck the baby daddy is. So she got to go to Maury and find out who the fuck the baby daddy is.
Well, actually, listen. Wait. Let me tell you the story on that, okay? Yes, you were right. She got knocked up by a black dude. And her grandmother, which, by the way, is not her biological grandmother. It was through another marriage. Asked her, said, you need to ask this man if he wants to be a part of this baby's life in your life. So she did that. I heard this through a friend. And so she asked.
Hold on, real quick.
Yes.
Hold on. Heard it from a friend who. Heard it from a friend who. Heard it from another.
Yeah, right.
Say you got a boyfriend. You out here every weekend. Dude, I'm sorry. I could keep going, but.
So, anyways, so she asked that boy or that guy at Wendy's where she was working if which was a boy. You're right, a boy. Asked him if he wanted to be a part of the baby's life and or her life, and he said no to both.
Way too close to my face, bro.
So, she is raising, which, by the way, I knew was going to happen. I did. I seen it. Here we go. Guys think logical. Women think emotional. She was thinking, oh, he loves me. He's going to stay with me. That ain't what he was thinking. He was
thinking, I got a real quick piece of ass and I'm done with it.
That is exactly what he was thinking. But he messed up because now he's going to have child support coming out of his butt for the rest of his life. And he ain't probably going to make it through the rest of his life because he's supporting a kid that he agreed to when he put his penis inside of her.
when they had intercourse. I mean, let's be honest. Like when when they had intercourse and everything else, he pretty much signed the devil's warrant. Like he signed his life away.
Yes, he did.
That's
Yes, he
pretty much
did.
what happened.
Well, you know what? I don't even call it devil's warrants. I agree.
So
Men should.
here in about 10 minutes, we're gonna wrap this up, and then him and I are gonna talk and all that good stuff, and we're gonna, he's got a 12-hour shift ahead of him, so it's gonna be hard to actually continue. It's already damn near 8 o'clock, and hell, it could be 9 or 10. I don't even know what time it is. Hell, it could even be 11 or 12. Fuck, I don't even know, dude. This has been a great fucking podcast, I'm not gonna lie. Any and everyone who's gonna see this, you can hit me up on my Twitter at NBRADSHAW72, or you can hit me up on my Facebook at Nelson Bradshaw on Facebook. Request me as a friend, and I'll add you, or whatever the case may be, and we can bring you onto the whole show and everything else tomorrow or the next day, and let you weigh in your opinions and your notions and emotions, and how do you feel about what we're talking about, guys? Like, we're doing this shit for you all, man. We need to know exactly like how you feel about what we're talking about. We're talking about life instances. We're talking about life. Life happens, man. That's the way it is. Life fucking happens. And, when life happens, sometimes you just gotta let it roll, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if it's something you can fucking fix that shit before it gets too broken. Because if you don't, and when you don't, you also become part of the fucking problem. Also, if y'all want to weigh in on who you voted for the red or the blue, please do so too. It's not going to be a democracy. It's not going to be a hypocrisy. It's not going to be something we're going to... Hold on. It's not going to be something we're going to argue about. We can still be friends based on who the fuck you voted for. And, on that note, I cut my dude off for one reason only, because he's getting into the next show. That's why I cut him off. So I want to thank you all very much for listening to this video, coming in, hanging out. And again, I am live with Rocky Lamont, who I wish I could have tagged in this video, but I couldn't. They wouldn't let me for whatever reason, but thank you all for coming and listening, and we'll see you on the flip side, man. That's the way it is. Peace.